showing our players over here in the upper right. In the red, we have
삼성칸 RorO.
the last GSL champion, the final Wings of Liberty champion. Over here in the bottom left, in the blue, the dark horse of today's group, he is
KT Rolster Crazy.
You know, I've been thinking about the map Star Station a lot. And the thing is, right, it's a Star Station. It's a Protoss-built Star Station, right? And it has,
that's Protoss architecture.
yeah, and look at these geysers, how it's like they're electronical, right?
Electronic?
Electronical.
Electronical, yeah.
Yeah, no, they are. And so there's 1, 2, 3. So that's 3 times 4, that's 12. Plus 4, that is 16. There's 16 bases on this Star Station, right? This Protoss Star Station. It's too bad that the Protoss have abandoned this for some reason, because
I know.
Look at how much gas and minerals I have. Imagine the size of the carrier fleet.
Tempests and carriers you can make on this Star Station.
Seriously, you could just float this thing to planets and kill it with your Tempest. There's so much gas and minerals on it.
What is that? Okay, in the wait, have you played the single player in Heart of the Swarm?
No, not yet.
Oh,
no spoilers.
I'm not. It's not a spoiler, but
no spoilers.
Okay, so what is that thing? All right, in the intro, for Heart of the Swarm, though.
Kerrigan?
No. I'm a guess. Thank you, Kerrigan. Problem solved. No, that big Zerg air thing.
Oh yeah.
What is that? Do you know what that's called?
The Overlord?
I don't know, man.
I don't know. I have no idea.
It's the over-the-top Lord. No, I was wondering because this could be like the Protoss version of that.
Someone sewed together a bunch of Overlord skins to make a giant Overlord.
It's like an Overlord quilt. Okay, so let me explain to you guys the format if you're new to GSL, because this is not like a simple bracket. So we're in a group right now. We have 4 players in the group, and we're going to end up with 5 best-of-3s. Now, what this means is that the winner of Crazy and RorO goes into the winners part of the group. The loser then goes to the losers part. Now, the next best-of-3, that winner goes to that, of course, obviously the winners group. That loser goes to the losers. Then, in our third best-of-3, we have the 2 winners face off. Whoever wins there has advanced now into the round of 16.
Yeah.
After that, we have the 2 losers play against each other from game 1, or from best-of-3-1, best-of-3-2. The loser of that is eliminated. Then we have the final one, the final best-of-3, and the winner goes on to the round of 16. The loser is out.
And then we do that all over again in the round of 16.
That's right, yeah.
And then it goes into bracket format.
And what's good about this
with best
is it makes it much more fair.
Yes.
Let's say that you're a guy, you might be top 4 quality, but you were paired against life in a bracket format in the round of 32, and it's like, well, I guess you lose and we all forget about you.
Yeah.
Where now it's a little bit, the better player is more likely to get out of the group.
It's a very accurate way to look at it. And, of course, people that fall going to that code A, where they have to prove themselves once again to get back in here. That's also a great tournament that we broadcast. It's actually Wolf and Caldor take care of that.
Right.
And we'll show you the schedule for that later on. But anyways, taking a look at this game and where it's at, well, it's at basically the same spot. They've both gone for the same speed of speed. They both have the Baneling Nest.
Yeah.
Both droning up, neither player getting aggressive yet.
And this is early game ZVZ for you. You can usually watch the production tab and get a read. And now we're starting to see a variation. Okay, now we have 14 links here for Crazy, as well as the 2 Banelings.
That's right, and RorO has actually opted for a much quicker layer, so this is definitely something that has the potential to catch him off guard, but with these lings in the main base of Crazy, that is something a little bit painful, because he can see how many lings are actually hatching out.
Yeah, the element of surprise is not quite there. Oh, looks like we caught the tail end of that. So we got the lings now moving out. We have defensive Banelings here being made by RorO. Is it going to be enough, though? It's really all about, if you can get your lings to not connect with their Banelings in the proper way.
Yeah.
And then they're basically being underutilized, and from there you get steamrolled.
Well, let's see what he can get done with these Zerglings. That Spinecrawler coming in as well, definitely going to be very helpful at picking off his opponent's Banelings. And in fact, Crazy's aggression may be just about over. Yeah, he's going into drones. He's got his layer on the way, and that's going to mean that RorO has a much faster Spire, and this is going to allow him to get ahead a bit in upgrades for the mutas as well as muta count.
Let's be honest, once he saw those lings making, the odds of RorO taking too much damage there were pretty minimal.
That's right.
Now, as you can see, he's trying to just snipe these banelings. Any additional damage you can do helps. This is a beautiful little dance we see here between the lings and the banelings on both sides. And it looks like not much damage was, in fact, traded there.
No. Well, that Spire is about halfway done when Crazy finally starts his. So this is actually going to result in a situation that can be kind of tough for Crazy. You know, Crazy is actually, they've made a similar amount of banelings, but oh, that was close. But that +1 armor upgrade that is so important is going to simply finish a lot sooner for RorO. And if you have that advantage in the same amount of mutas, well, you're just going to win the battle. That's going to put Crazy on the defense around the time that that's finishing.
All right, the lings, again, nobody's done a tremendous amount of damage. You have, of course, the third coming up here. And I'm really excited to see, you know, with new Heart of the Swarm mutas here, how well he's going to control these. By the way, get out there and spread the word about the GSL. This is really exciting for Heart of the Swarm. You know, a lot of people played Heart of the Swarm and, or excuse me, Wings of Liberty, and didn't know about the esports scene because it was a little bit more underground then. Now it's, you know, kind of bubbled up to the top. So spread the word, please.
Yes, that is so true. You've got to spread the word because you are having a lot of fun, and everyone else could too if you would just help them find this.
We got them hitting this hatch over here, but it looks like Crazy will deflect this. Neither player really able to do a tremendous amount of damage here.
We do have more mutas on the way for RorO. He's also got that +1 carapace on the way, significantly faster than his opponent.
Now, when it comes to muta versus muta, if the mutas start to engage each other, it's pretty hard to run away. Because if they control it right, they just will kill every single muta.
They basically do a moving shot.
Yeah, they can. Yeah, exactly. They can pretty much move and attack at the same time. So if you're good at controlling your units, you're good at that unit micro. You're going to eke out so much more damage. So you got to be very careful on when you engage and where you engage.
That's so true, and there's a lot of things to take into consideration during one of these battles. For instance, you want to move your Lings or Overlords or whatever into the mutalisk battle with you so that some of the bounces from the mutas hit those units instead of your mutas, because whoever gets far ahead on the muta count simply ends up winning like 99% of the time.
That's why we see the armor upgrade so important to muta versus muta, because those glaives, they attack, and of course it bounces off.
It greatly reduces the damage.
It greatly reduces the damage, so definitely want to go with that. I guess what would it be? That armor upgrade, and then probably just Zealot armor. Probably the two most important armor upgrades that you ever see in StarCraft 2.
I think you're right there.
Much else.
Now, I mean, a Zergling armor upgrade can be very useful, but not as useful as those two, I would say.
Right. Excuse me. So we got the mutas continuing to fly around the map. Supply's pretty close right now. RorO's got a minor lead.
RorO with his third base up a little bit quicker. Going to be feeling pretty good, but the third base on Star Station is so out there in the open. It's something that can be hard to defend, and that's why we keep on seeing tiny battles at watchtowers between just handfuls of Lings, because if you control the watchtowers, you can see anything incoming. But if your opponent takes the watchtower, suddenly you have no idea what's coming or from what angle on this map.
Yeah, that is very true. Now, they're both at this point in time where they really can't stop making mutalisks.
Yes.
I mean, if one guy stops and tries to tech up too much, boom, the other guy has more mutalisks, he gets run over.
Yeah, and this is really cool. RorO has actually started +2 carapace, as opposed to the more common +1 attack. Normally what you do is you go for the +1 carapace, then you go into +1 attack. But really kind of cool to see. That's going to allow his mutas to stay alive even longer. But neglecting that +1 does mean that he's not going to be able to get in and necessarily harass as effectively as you could with that +1 attack. I mean, but that isn't a really big deal.
Well, it's not wrong. It's just different. Now we got, again, the muta's going to come up here and try to deny some Lings. There is an aggressive fourth base being taken here by Crazy.
Yeah.
And if he gets that, he's already taken the gas there. So if he actually gets that up and running, that's going to be a considerable amount more mutalisks there. Gas much more important at this phase of the matchup than the minerals are.
That is so true. And RorO taking his up at the top. you know, those bases moving closer and closer. Do notice that we see little red and blue dots all over the place. All they have to do right now is watch for anything incoming because they have the same level of economy. So they're always going to be within 1 to 2 mutalisks of each other if they hit their bases all at the same time, which means you can't attack because if you go across the map, you're closer to their rally points, which means the mutas join in more quickly. Maybe there's a sport, maybe there's a queen, and that makes all the difference.
It is really unforgiving, so we may not see an engagement until they're maxed out. Well, as I say that, he actually goes ahead and attacks here at the 4th base.
A very careful engagement.
But I was going to say, he's going to leave with those mutas.
That's right. Leading with the Lings there, he's able to do a little bit. Kill some of these drones off, delay the gas mining slightly, and that makes a difference.
The Lings are expendable, just in general. I mean, Lings are the most expendable unit in StarCraft 2.
Definitely. And the thing is, you know, mineral is not going to be the most useful thing here. They're going to have extra larvae. Mutas are expensive. With this many hatches, you can do these things with Lings.
All right. Oh, he managed to hide that little Ling over there.
Yeah,
so you can do some scouting later on, see how much gas is being mined as well. And we may have another engagement here from RorO. RorO also just now starting an attack upgrade. Or excuse me, that is Crazy starting an attack upgrade. Oh, no, that is RorO.
Those are the finished upgrades right there.
Pardon me.
Plus 2 carapace against 1/1. And that 3rd upgrade is coming along for RorO, so he's gaining advantages slowly but surely.
Now we got the mutas coming down here now, and more Lings hitting. Crazy's been fairly passive after about the mid-game here, but we're going to see if that changes. And we have mutas again coming in over here.
Whoa, and the thing is, Crazy's behind him with his mutas.
Oh,
this
I think
could
he can
be
actually
brutal.
sandwich him here. There's not much mini-map left to move around on.
Oh, my God.
I think it looked... Okay, now he backs up because he wasn't 100% sure he would win that engagement. I'm not sure he would have. He's a little bit behind in supply.
Well, right now, RorO is up by 2 mutas, and he's actually going to have a 3rd upgrade against a player with just 2 upgrades. So that's definitely going to be something that makes a difference as well. Crazy has to be very careful still. You know, eventually one of these guys is just going to get slightly out of position, and that's how this game is going to end up being decided.
A situation that is so volatile. You make 1 or 2 little mistakes, and boom, you're gone. Now, I love what RorO's doing here. He's doing a little bit of trying to outposition the mutas, but meanwhile, he sends his Lings over here. And look, he doesn't have to kill that hatchery. He just has to make sure that the drones are not mining gas.
Exactly, yes. So true.
This is so good. Now just a little snipe over here, and he's going to back up, and RorO is slowly chiseling away.
My God. If they actually engage right now, that would be a huge advantage for RorO with that additional upgrade, too.
And now he's hitting this base again, and Crazy's just getting spread too thin, but meanwhile, Crazy headed northbound with these Lings, and there's really not much to defend here, just one spine crawler that's going to go down.
Yeah, the spine do delay those Lings, though, and he doesn't really lose many drones. Now, will he run up into the main? There is a Baneling waiting. Oh, a great connection indeed. But as his mutas come over here, the mutas of Crazy go towards the 4th base of RorO.
Oh, we're going to have a huge engagement.
Oh, and he does
just barely backs up there. Taking out the gas guys are a nice little move.
That's something we're seeing more and more in ZVZ right now. If you snipe those gas geysers, that's almost better than killing the drones on them because it delays the gas mining so much.
This is going to be hard to cast if the mutas actually start to engage each other. We just won't know what the hell's going on.
No. We're going to have to just take a look at the numbers and
we're
upgrades.
We're just going to sit here screaming and not actually doing any real play-by-play. All right, now he could get another snipe. He might be able to snipe this. Oh, nice.
Great move here by Crazy. He's going to pick off quite a few of these mutas. And in fact, the engagement may occur.
Oh, is he going to go for it?
Oh, my God.
All right.
He's so close, and it's going to happen.
But RorO, he has all of his mutas together, whereas Crazy does not. The trick here is to watch the supplies and see which one is going to exponentially shoot down in the second here. And it looks like it's going to be Crazy as RorO just has too much. Even the Queen helping out now.
You know, the additional armor upgrade really working out there, as well as the 3 Queens dealing that extra damage, as well as the closer rally points. So now he's up 9 mutalisks. And I don't know if that is something that Crazy is going to have the ability to come back from. And you can tell he doesn't think so either. An infestation pit going up immediately.
Yeah, he's going to have to use some bungles on those mutas. Now, there's a small window of time here for RorO to do a lot of damage if he does it right. And we're going to see if he does that. Also, no, Crazy does have the option to try to counterattack to pull RorO's mutas back. We're going to see if that works in just a second.
Well, Crazy's down 30 supply. He's down 20 mutas. Doesn't look too winnable, to be honest. This may turn into some sort of base trade, but Look at that, with the extra spores even sitting there, ready for it. Absolutely.
And notice
is RorO.
this. He's splitting up those links in the mutas so he can do the optimum amount of damage. And I think this is the beginning of the end. I mean, 100 supply to 180 supply. Spire goes down. I don't think there's going to be enough time to really get infestors out or anything that can actually defend. So that should be it. I love this mass spore crawler. Oh, okay, he's just going to go for a base raid. He's going to make spores in his opponent's base.
Yeah, you may as well. I mean, he's chasing those, and he's not killing your buildings. There's really no way for RorO to lose.
He has to tap out.
Well,
Nice.
yeah, that was...